Hi everybody and welcome to a new video. In today's video I want to be talking about my live set. I've been thinking for a long time about live sets. I've been trying to set them up in many different ways, but at the end of the day I always failed, and that was because I didn't know what I actually wanted to do. So if you're trying to get into that or you're already doing that, please stay here and let's chat together for a bit. By the way, I'm Paco and I talk about music production, music gear. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out the new videos that I put out. Okay, so I've been thinking for a long time about live sets and how to make them. What gear do I need? What is it that I'm gonna be doing live? What is it that it's pre-made? And that was a struggle for me because at the beginning I wanted to do everything. I wanted to do the beat, I wanted to do the chords, I wanted to do the melody, and you know, that was kind of the beatbox kind of looping that I was envisioning. And I really did try. I tried Loopy Pro on iPad, I tried Boss loopers, but it didn't click for me, and that was because I didn't actually want to make everything. I wanted to focus more in some parts than in some others. So what I found that works the best for me is this little guy here, and this is a APC40 MKII. So this is kind of the center of my setup. This controller is like 10, 12, 15, I don't know. This is super old controller, but it's, in my opinion, one of the better ones for Ableton, especially because you have controls that you don't have in other controllers, not even in push, and they are all laid out right here and everything is one click away. So for example, you have the arm tracks, so you just need to press it and then it's arm, and then you press it again and it's not arm. You can't even do that in push. You need to long press, you need to be on a specific view. So this is super handy. Then you have per knob volume control. And I really love this A/B switch that you can use. Now, there are so many different ways that you can set up a controller like this for an Ableton session. But the way I found that works kind of well for me is to have different parts mapped to different tracks, and you know, like leave the controls sort of as I envision them. So I'm gonna give you an example. I have a kind of big Ableton session where I have 2 guitar tracks. I have this one called Maschine. I will talk about this later. And then I have a MIDI bass here. This is a bass instruments that I play by using just MIDI. Then here I have drum stopping. This is how it looks like. Something like this. You know, something that kind of goes on top of the beat and it makes it vibe a little more. So that's what I have in this track. Okay. Then here I have the actual beat. So that will be something like a beat, right? You know, yeah, I have different beats. Okay. And then here I have some pads. This is pretty much what you can expect with pads. It's only pads, you know. Different pads, kind of simple. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And then here I have voice. Are you coming with me? So that's just voice. I like spoken voice. So anyways, so then I go playing around with it. So let's say that I'm launching, I don't know, like let's say I launch this scene. So this is playing. I can launch some pads. You know, for example, I can have the guitar playing. I can have the guitar playing in A. I can have those pads playing in the B. So that would be this. I can switch to them. So that will be this track, that will be this track, you go between them with this button. So you have some creative effects, but the main thing that I was not seeing is what I wanted to do in the live set. So what I wanted to do was to be able to top this off with my own thing. So let's say that I want to play some guitar chords. Then I can just take my guitar and play whatever with it. So I could play some chords. And anytime I want to play the guitar, I need to be able to do it. That was like a non-negotiable rule for me. So the way I set it up is that I put a channel just for the guitar. That is this channel, and that channel is monitoring only the inputs, as you see here. And that channel is actually routed to these two tracks. So these two tracks are getting the audio from this channel, and every time I get the guitar and I play whatever, I can record them. I can record it either here in this track, or here in this track. So an example on how that can work is something like, okay, so now we are playing that. So let's arm this track, put it in the B side, and now, I don't know. So we can't hear it now, but I can switch between them like this. Is that I always need to be able to add something with the guitar. That was kind of non-negotiable. So that was one thing. And the other thing is that I also wanted to be able to play the drum toppings or even the beats by myself. And that's why Maschine enters. So, I can have whatever that I play. So let's mute the drums, for example. So let's say I want to sequence 4 in the floor. So now that is played in track number 10, which is always activated, but it's routed to this other track. So here in this track number 3, I can record whatever I want from Maschine, right? So an example of that would be, let's stop the sequence because I was playing. So let's say I want to record this little snare. That's the main thing I want to be able to do live. I want to have pre-curated clips that I buy or I want to play, that is part of my session. I want to have some effects here, and I want to be able to add chords and to improvise guitar and to add drums on top of it. So that was kind of the best way I found to do it. Maschine is just a way to achieve the drums thing, and it can be very handy because you can have a plethora of other sounds, and it can be very flexible to route some other MIDI controllers to Maschine and, let's say, play any of the native instruments libraries. But you can achieve the same effect with another MIDI controller that is always playing the same track, no matter which track you are arming. So I think that could be another way to do it, and perhaps I'll do it in the future. You can add many more Ableton MIDI controllers. I want to add this guy for playing some chords, and I would like to have a MIDI keyboard. But you know, that's the center of it, and I think that's the most important part if you want to get into this, which is knowing exactly how you want to do it. If you DJ, if you have like a DJ deck with two channels and then a mixer, it's very easy to know what you're doing, and you can even add an instrument. But if you want to do it in Ableton or something similar, then you gotta really think about what is it that you are doing, what is it that is pre-created, and how you switch between them. So this solution is kind of the best one I found for myself, but please let me know down in the comments how it is that you do it. I would love to hear your opinions, and also let me know down in the comments what kind of videos you would like to see. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.